Legacy Galaxy Shuttle is what I got for my birthday, and I absolutely love this guy. Unfortunately, not everyone's going to be able to enjoy this figure because it is part of the Velocitron line, especially the Wave 2, so it is pretty hard to get. There's still a lot to love, like the Autobot Seeker wings he has kind of going on, and the incredible head sculpt on here. It looks fantastic on Astrotrain, and I'm especially a fan of the blue metallic abs. Also, even the back looks really good on this guy. Now, he does include Astrotrain's little carriage thing, which can still combine with him to form a pretty goofy super mode. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of this. The main usage of this carriage is obviously to store all the weapons he comes with, since he comes with a freaking arsenal. Now, Galaxy Shuttle does look really good next to some of his contemporaries, such as Velocitron Leader Scourge and Velocitron Voyager Hauler, as well as the Voyager Override. I especially like how these guys' colors really complement each other. Same with Hauler and Cosmos, and his wave mate, Crasher there. Very black and white wave, I realized.
Now, we're going to be getting into articulation, and before that, I wanted to show off this guy next to two figures that I don't think I've seen very many people compare this guy to. So here we have Starsaber. Whoa. There we have Starsaber, and here we have Victory Leo. So that's how he scales with them. Realistically, I think he should be about the same size as Victory Leo, but hey, what are you going to do? That's just how it is. I imagine he'd look pretty good with Saber. Actually, give me one moment. There he is with Saber, who I didn't flip the hands out because I'm going to put him back in Star Saber mode right after this. But yeah, he looks pretty good with Saber. That's probably about how big he should be, because this is a big figure in the original one. So, I mean, maybe some company will do like leg extensions or something for him, but only time will tell. And maybe that might actually mess up the transformation though. But let's get into articulation. Articulation on Galaxy Shuttle is actually really good. He has a ball joint at the head, and because his head doesn't like come down as much as Astrotrain's, he does get pretty emotive with it. He can tilt it side to side, and it does rotate very well. His arms could go 360, but they get caught up on the wings. They go out about that far, which is pretty good. They're on an angle. You can pop them up on this hinge if you really want to. Snap that back in. He has a 360 bicep swivel, but his joints are really, really tight, so I don't want to like stretch them per se. I don't want to stress him too much. He has double jointed elbows, which is really nice. No wrist swivel, but he does have like sword pointer wrists, and unlike my Astrotrain, his wrists actually click into place, which is really nice. He does have a waist swivel, which is really good. His front skirts move out of the way, so his legs can go up about 90, back. Oh, can we get the wing out of the way? They can't go back very far. He does have a back skirt there, and then they can go out. Thigh swivel, and then he has a 90 degree at the knee, which is pretty good, and he does have an ankle pivot, which is pretty solid. And if you pop it out, which you can see, mine actually has some paint chipping at the toes, probably because I put those the feet blocks on him. I will say he has tons of paint on him, and then they can kind of tilt down a little bit if you want them to. But yeah, lots of articulation on this guy. Really good articulation. Lots of paint on this guy too.
Transformation for Galaxy Shuttle is extremely satisfying. He is able to convert from robot to shuttle mode in minutes. It took me about 2 minutes to do this, and the only problems I have with him are these chest panels that are really, really tight and kind of get under your fingernails. But other than that, he uses his mass really well, and it feels like a legitimate transformer with everything kind of going somewhere and not relying so much on panels for once. It is a really nice transformation, and when you get done with it, you have a fairly good looking shuttle mode in my opinion. Looks better than Astrotrain's at least, and I think the white helps that a lot. Now, the shuttle mode here looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I love the little paint details that come out, the tampographics on the side, the V for victory right there, the little tail fin. It looks really, really nice, and you get to see those blue thrusters on full display. The 3 Autobot symbols that come out in this mode also look really good, and he is super, super swooshable. Absolutely love this mode. The little trailer forms a launch base, and he especially looks good with the Micromaster launch base. Now, in terms of size, this guy isn't the biggest, but he's also no slouch when it comes to total size, being about Voyager scale. Here he is with Hauler and Scourge, Cosmos again, which kind of got a problem on top, don't have a stand for that, Override, and whoever this guy is. We know who that is. Getting Galaxy Shuttle into train mode is almost as easy as just flipping him over. There's a couple little tricks you have to do, but it's essentially just that. The wings wrap around the rear end, and the nose cone folds out and over to form the train front end, and it does come out a little bit small. The panels on the sides also flip down to become the wheels, and the tail fin folds away back into the chest, meaning that if you go from robot to shuttle to train, you're basically already there. I love the way this looks, and it comes out so nice. The train mode, it is wonderful. This is a reference to Galaxy Express 999, which is an old Japanese anime, and it looks really, really good. It's just a black steam locomotive with the taillight painted, and yeah, you can also hook up the little carriage to it to form a, what is this called? A coddler? No. Coal train. Something like that. It forms that. And it looks good, and it makes him especially big. Here he is next to Scourge with his trailer, making them about equal in length, despite the shuttle looking about the same size as this. There's Hauler at the back, Velocitron Override at the front, and Cosmos up on top. Oh yeah, and Laserfire too. In conclusion, Galaxy Shuttle is a fantastic repaint, joining the likes of Big Daddy in terms of ones I love the most. It looks fantastic with the rest of Velocitron, and it looks amazing with the Victory HasLab figures. Now, he is extremely difficult and hard to find, but if you can get him, I highly recommend him. This has been Bots Obsession.